Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Whoa, stop right there. You haven't missed part one, have you?
Oh, get your ass back.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put you back in the waiting room.
Look, whilst you were waiting,
Yeah.
Gaz just dripped parrot candle wax on my bare arse toes. What do you think about that, listeners?
Barely any of it.
And then nearly set fire to the parasol with a flare.
We've litten
Oh dear.
a citronella flare to keep the mosquitoes away because it's tropical out here today.
We've never had weather like this in Blighty.
No. Cheers to global warming.
Blighty. Remember you quoting Morrissey at me earlier this week and didn't even know it was Morrissey? That was quite shocking.
Mark Ronson, have you know?
Anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand.
Let's get down to business. Brenton and Tim are waking
hell
up
yeah.
in the waiting room.
Yeah.
Was it really the morning though? I guess so.
It must have been. Tim was saying something about Skippy the kangaroo and like going like this.
Yeah, the clock reminded him of Skippy making that noise.
I actually used to know someone who had like special needs called Skippy, and it made me realise that is why he was called Skippy, because he had like hands. This is when I was at university.
Oh my God.
I know he had. Yeah, but he called himself
Oh,
it.
it's like a nickname.
Yeah, he had hands that were like kind of went backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
But
Skippy was like that.
Yeah, but he could like play Xbox, and he was just like honestly.
Girl, I play Xbox.
Yeah. It made me realise, oh shit, that's why he was called Skippy. I never realised before. So you learn something new every day.
What's that, Skip?
I don't know whatever happened to him.
Skippy?
I lost touch with a lot of people from university who I would like to know what the hell they're doing now. Probably all dead, to be honest.
Oh, that's dark.
I know. Probably not because of that reason, but other reasons. Brenton said, we need some sort of purpose. Yeah, you do in the Big Brother game, you boring twat.
Tim's like, why do they make clocks tick? You don't like a ticking clock, you said. And you slept at my house when you forgot your keys that time. And
Yes.
there's a ticking pendulum clock in my living room.
Oh.
I didn't know. You should have
I had
told
to
me.
put my headphones
I
on.
said I would have taken the clock out.
Yeah, I don't need you taking the clock out. You'd already done enough. And then Jack was trying to say something about a cuckoo clock, but he called it he called it like a cluck owl clock or something. I was like, what noise does... I was trying to help him get the word right. I said, what noise does a clock make? And he was like, cuckoo. I was like, oh, that's what it's called. That's the sort of conversations we're having. I don't know
Sounds
what
like
I
the
was
Polish
saying.
name for the cuckoo clock.
It's like, oh, they should have had a load of cuckoo clocks, otherwise that wouldn't have made sense. Anyway, next scene we saw, Johnson was giving JC the Helen Wood treatment.
Haircut?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Did he do a good job? I don't think we ever
not
saw
bad.
it, did we?
Dan says it's wonky.
Wonky, yeah. It's always wonky in the Big Brother house.
I've also got a point that Dan made about...
Dan is just yelling through the window,
yeah, he's just a
listeners.
heckler at this point. You wouldn't
Yeah.
hear him either. Dan, when we were watching... Tim and Brenton in the waiting room, he said that Brenton is a personality vacuum, but
Correct.
Tim is enough to fill it.
That's correct.
Mm.
That was a great point you made there, Dan. Thank you. Reggie wants Drew to win as he's a real OG, unlike Jules. Yeah,
I've got another point about the waiting room.
Go on.
It could have been Sal in there next to Tim, couldn't it? And it would have been just as entertaining.
It would have been better, actually, wouldn't it? Bring back Sal.
What is that? What did you say Reggie said?
She wants Drew to win over Jules, as Drew is a real OG, not like Jules.
Yeah, you might be a newbie, but really you're an OG.
Even though Jules has been loyal to you the entire time, and Drew's just been off
once an intruder,
cavorting.
Always an intruder.
Jules wants to get Reggie out now, going after the Queen. Oof.
Did she say that herself? She did, right? Jules tells Taras that if she wins, she's coming for the OGs.
Oh.
Jules is mounting the campaign against Reggie. She said, basically, you can't win against Reggie, which is true.
Right.
It is
that
true.
Is true facts.
It is the right game move. It's just not good for us as the audience who care about Reggie. What's up?
Your wine glasses are wobbling and it's making me nervous. The teeter sauce. What is that? The teeter sauce?
I don't know.
I feel like that's what they do.
American.
Oh no, we've lost it. Now, has Johnson got a rash on his face?
Yes.
At first I thought
He
was just red in the face, but it seems to last a few days now.
I don't know what's going on with the face.
What's going on? A beard issue or what's happening? Oh, hold on. Go on, Dan, shout out the window.
It's okay, I'll talk to you this window.
He's eavesdropping on the podcast.
Yeah, I think he's like been a bit too aggressive trying to
shape his beard.
Yeah, shape his beard. I think he's like actually like gone for his epidermis.
Oh,
yeah.
Will
Done
Big
himself
Brother
a bit
give us
of
some
damage.
ointment for that? Or?
I reckon like he's probably put like sun cream on it or something as well because it just
But he
looks
has
a bit gross.
He has like a red
Looks like he's got a little
patch,
pink rash.
and then like the beard, but like a line of normal skin as well. Is that where he's like shaved off the beard and it's not burnt underneath it or something? Maybe he's sunburned.
You do the line with a different angle of the razor blade.
Dan's head poking out.
Okay.
Okay, very
like
different things about beards.
It's like he's a like the nosy neighbour. Like, do you know what I mean? Over the washing line.
Talking about Big Brother.
Oh my god! Right
Big
now
Brother
we've
had
got
gathered the housemates. What for?
the panic room.
Oh,
Woo!
of course, it's the panic room.
Oh, who shall go into the panic room today?
Mm.
Who shall it be? Who chose? Johnson chose.
He did. He chose Jules and Tully.
Oh, what
to
did they have
enter
to do?
Big Brother's laundry.
No, sexist.
That's what I said as well.
Even though they were chosen
Yeah.
random.
Well, you know, Big Brother is a Marie Kondo fan. Was that her name? Marie
This
Kondo?
reminded me of Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I haven't seen that. Is that a film?
Yeah, I started what? Do you know
Is
what?
it a series or film?
Oh, I'm going to be real now. It's a film.
Mm.
Luke, my friend Luke, you know, told me it was the best film he'd ever seen.
Oh,
so
Luke
my
Stammen.
hopes were like through the
Sky
roof.
high. Shit.
It was okay. It was nothing particularly good. But anyway, there's a lot of time in the laundromat in it. Well, not a lot.
Is that out now? Or
Yeah, it's out. I got a copy of it if you want it.
Was it in the cinema or was it on Netflix or what?
Don't know. Hulu or so. I don't know what it is. I got it in my Dropbox anyway.
Okay.
It's okay, but it was good, but also overhyped. But anyway,
BBAU was better.
Yeah.
The laundry task is better, you're saying?
those bags remind me of moving house. I always use those laundry bags on a moving
Yeah,
house.
me
Do you?
too.
Aren't they good for
They
packing up your clothes in?
Yeah, but they remind me of Asia as well. I feel like they're very like a thing common in Asia. I bought all mine in Thailand.
They're good because they're so big. You can fit so much stuff in there.
You can get them down Tooting Market actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the market bags I call them. What do you call them?
I call them the moving bags, but when I take clothes to the charity shop, I put a load in there because you can get loads in there.
What,
and
give
get
them
rid
the
of-
bag or you empty
Yeah,
the bag
give
and take the
them,
bag
I
back?
give them the bag. How
You're
tight?
generous.
How tight are you? They had it. Fucking hell! What a tight one.
No, for the charity shop, put in a bin bag. And
Oh
be done
no!
with
Anyone who puts things in the bin bag for a charity shop, that's scum. Common scum.
it. Guilty.
So they had
Is
to.
it Marie Kondo that Big Brother's a fan of?
Marie Kondo? I
Marie
think,
Kondo.
Yeah. I used to like that, but.
Is that a Spark Joy thing?
Yeah, I did
Is
learn
she
how to roll up my clothes in the drawer.
Is she
but apart from
Japanese?
that, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is the show in English or is it actually a Japanese
Subtitled,
show?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's Japanese people sorting out their things.
It's Marie Kondo sorting out your
Does
things.
it? Does it spark
It's like
joy?
Queer Eye, but she
But does
just
she
goes
come around the world? Is she going around American people's houses or?
No, it was Japanese people's houses. I thought, but she's probably expanded now. One series was enough of that. To
No, you
be
ought to bring
honest.
her in for a task.
Bring her into my house to sort it out. That'd be good.
Anyway, he wants every item ironed,
Mm.
folded, and sorted.
Ironed. Who irons these days?
No one.
We've got steamers nowadays. We're
Is that
not
what
in
you
the
use?
olden times.
Do you have a steamer?
I
Dan
don't.
has a
Jack
steamer.
uses it. Yeah,
Yeah, of
you
course
told
you
me
don't
about
iron.
melting your kitchen cabinet.
The landlord might listen.
If the landlord is listening, fuck you.
Yeah, right. My fraud issue. by
Oh,
the way. No,
God.
They know about my fraud issue.
Be,
It's still
be
ongoing.
aware, people.
But we're making progress.
That's good. Good to make
Just like
progress.
Tully on the ironing. 3
They're never
hours
gonna-
they've got.
Why
to-
would you even bother with this task? Just
Another
go in there, steal that
impossible
stuff.
task.
Just like, no, I can't be bothered.
Why-
Which is why they went and had the KFC.
It's not right to make these impossible tasks, is it?
Should we contact Ofcom?
Yeah, we just contact Ofcom or whatever they've got over there. Because it's just not fair that Big Brother's going, oh, you failed 5 weeks in a row. Because these tasks were designed to be failed.
I'm writing down Oscom because that needs to go in at least a tweet or a blurb. Linen. Tully said linen looks great on a man. No, it doesn't. Linen looks awful on everyone. It gets screwed up and looks horrible. What are your thoughts on that, man?
It's the sort of thing you see it in a catalogue or on,
Yeah.
on the picture on the
Catalogue.
wall in H&M.
Grandma.
In H&M. And it's like everyone wants you to think when you go on holiday
Yeah,
you should
oh,
wear
it'd be
linen.
so cool in linen. And then you could just get it out of your bag and it's just a screwed up,
Yeah.
looks like a screwed up piece of white paper.
Immediately drop tomato sauce down it
Yeah.
and you're screwed.
Not good. Did you like the iron spritz they had in a bottle there? BB's iron spritz.
Was it Big
It's-
Brothers?
Yeah, it's like
Nah,
the BB brew.
I didn't see it, but I would like to. I got a
Um,
picture of the room there actually with that like market bag wall.
Can't see
How
shit.
did they do that wall of market bags? Why did they do that?
Stock
as
them
well?
up? Bag it up. You get
Loads
to
of
bag
laundry
it up.
baskets. Where have they got
Whose
this?
clothes are
Where have they
they?
got this ginormous table from
And
as well?
whose clothes are they? I hope they're all going to be donated to
Me
the charity
too.
shop in those bags, not in a bin bag. Reggie was then poking her head through the door, going
Oh.
chop chop.
And she goes, "Oh, can you iron these for me?" So I bought her own clothes, which she actually wanted ironed, which I thought was brilliant.
Next, they opened up the washing
More
machine.
shit, just missing one thing, wasn't it?
What, Rodrigo?
Well, it'd been nice to
Stroke
pop out the washing
Jessica.
machine. That'd shit you up, wouldn't it?
Quite.
Yeah, the Wendy, you know, a little. Yeah, listen here. That would
Yeah.
have been nice.
That's not how Wendy talks. How dare you?
yeah. She was like Cockney though, wasn't she, Wendy?
Was she?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did
Big brother
Wendy
said-
say over the washing machine?
No, it was Rodrigo.
Oh
said
yeah, he
washing
said that.
machine.
Yeah. What did it? Yeah, I forgot what Wendy used to talk
I
like.
don't know. It was just like, yeah.
Bring back Wendy in the new
Listen
Sydney
here.
case. So and
Going through
they,
that washing machine is quite magical, isn't it?
they crawled into that washing machine. It reminded me of Cara Delevingne's vagina tunnel. Have you seen that?
I do not know what that is. No, I wasn't expecting that to be what it reminded me of.
I bet that wasn't a sentence you were expecting
No.
to hear tonight.
Who's Cara-
Dan's pulling a face through the door.
Who's Cara Delevingne?
She's like a supermodel or something. She's like a posho. Anyway, in her house, I just watched like a tour of her house on
Okay.
YouTube. She has like a tunnel you go down, and you come out the other end, and it's like the shape of a vagina, and it's like you're being born.
Oh.
It was like that when they came through, but they got a KFC rather than being born.
I guess
Her-
the KFC's better.
You should look around her house, man. That is someone who's like got loads of money and is on drugs and designs a house. It's like this looks like some good shit.
My mate ended up going to the Priory and met her mum there.
Oh yeah.
Mental, isn't it? Allegedly.
Oh no, now we're gonna be. Don't worry, I don't think she's listening. Dad's just backed away.
Might not be audible.
Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah. Anyway, you should watch that video. It's actually very entertaining.
Sounds like a Big Brother house.
Her house is just nuts. It's anything fantastical you can think of, she has it. She has a ball pit in her house as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about waiting room?
No waiting room. She's probably getting that installed as we speak. Anyway, instead of the vagina tunnel, we got a KFC at the end of it. Whee! First, they got that little. What the hell
It's a
was
little
that?
portion
I
of
don't
a,
want that.
It's like a maybe, you know, some, I don't know about in Australia, but in some places, well, in Thailand at least, they do like rice dishes.
Oh yeah, it did
So it
look
might
like,
have been
or a
one of
salad
those.
or something like
Little
that,
bowl
didn't it?
thing, yeah.
I don't want that. I want the strips. I want
Well,
the
the-
popcorn chicken. See those chips you get? I ain't never seen no KFC chips look like that.
Nah,
It's fucking
they're
size
soggy
of
in a little
it.
bag, aren't they?
Yeah,
normally?
like a little bag that's like that size. What size would you say that is for the listeners?
The size of a sausage, a
your-
small sausage
your,
roll.
like your palm.
Yeah.
Like that's how big a bag of chips you get
My
in
palm
KFC.
compared to yours. Yours is tiny.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm a little. I don't want to put it up against your sweaty hand. Anyway, so and then meanwhile, Drew and Reggie were like, let's go and look through the window. And it's like, oh no, they're in the KFC. Oh, they're gonna catch them. I'm like, oh come on, wasn't born yesterday. Anyway.
Yeah,
They had a
Drew and Reggie
second
said they were
one.
going to wind them up, off to wind them up. Literally, chief purpose was to wind them up. Did you say they had what?
No, that was it. Yeah.
Jules goes, "Oh, we're starving." That was quite good cover up, really. And then the KFC had been refilled. Who went in there to refill that KFC?
Oh, the Colonel. He went in BBUS.
I knew you were
one.
going to say that.
Of course.
Did he actually?
Who else would? Yeah, he went and met Chicken George at his eviction.
Really?
Yeah. You need to brush up on your old
Shania
school
Twain,
history.
the Colonel, all the greats.
I know. I didn't even know it was a real person.
It's not a real person.
Well, it was back in the day.
Yeah.
I think this is like, it's
The
body
reenactment,
double
yeah.
or his nephew or something.
Johnson could play that.
Ouch. So, Big Brother has detected one crease amongst the clothing.
Yeah, at least one.
Hold on.
Oh,
Also, they haven't ironed these other million things.
They hid a load of things behind that table, didn't they? And Estelle comes in, she goes, "Wow, really getting through it." And I thought actually it's worked really well.
So they'd failed the task.
Oh, and Taras offered them a cup of tea. They're like, "No, we simply can't stop."
So the punishment was you have to put on as many clothes as possible, and whatever you're not wearing will be confiscated. We've seen this.
What did this remind you of?
I don't know, what was it?
So it's basically, I feel like this is from, and I don't know if it's a directly rip-off from, but
Probably.
do you remember back in the day, Big Brother 3, during UK this is, I don't know about in Australia, I know they had the divide in Tim's series too.
Yeah.
But Kate one time had to cross the divide from rich to poor, and she like put all of the clothes on that she had to go over. And I thought like, now that was the thing that happened by itself organically back then, because Kate wanted to take her clothes with her, and you could only take what you were wearing.
Yeah.
This is now like they have to force it to happen
I
make
see,
a funny
yeah.
scene. Which like I'm not against it, but it's just like a different
Take on it.
take, or
Yeah.
just a different experience.
Yeah.
Watching someone come up with it and for it to be a funny thing
Yeah.
and forcing people
Do you
to do
think
it.
that was taken directly from that?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
It was a bit. I thought it was very unfair that they had to stay in the clothes and sleep in the
it
clothes.
stretches out your clothes, doesn't it?
Also, it's
I
not
know.
fun for us or them, really. Like, who cares?
What, being bundled up in the clothes? Well, for a while. Johnson said this doesn't feel right. Drew put a leather jacket under a hoodie and was regretting it.
Yeah,
Under the
that's a mistake.
problem child hoodie, needless to
Oh,
say.
essential.
Yeah. Johnson said about his underwear over his jeans.
Oh, fake Jade Goody
They're
of
not
the
called
week.
undies, they're called ovary.
Ovaries.
I thought that was quite funny.
Mm.
Are you anti-Johnson?
Well, I'm not particularly for him. You seem to appreciate more than
I
I
think
do.
he's actually quite funny. I don't, to be fair, if he went, I wouldn't give a shit. But if he does go far, like, fair play. Like, I'm not going to resent him for it. Unless he evicts someone I like.
Come and say that on the tape,
What's he
because no one
saying?
can hear you heckling from in there.
If you got something to say, come out here and fucking well say it.
I just wanted to say, I think I could blindfold Johnson with dental floss because he's got really tiny eyes.
Ouch.
Is that
Your
problematic?
Blast would never say something so offensive. No, I think it's good. Tiny eyes are the least of his problems. What about the giant nose and the bald spot? Oh, poor Johnson. Leave Johnson alone.
Estelle's checking in with Reggie. I know Jules has pissed you off, but thinking short term, could you keep her? Reggie's basically like, oh, no, I don't trust Drew either.
Yeah.
And she said she only trusts Estelle. She goes, I need you to win if you can. If you can.
If you can. Reggie hadn't put on many clothes, I noted.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
I thought, oh,
Just that old
she's
t-shirt.
not bothered really. As long as she's got old Big Brother t-shirt, she don't care.
Oh, I was drunk when I was watching this, and I've put, oops, forgot to write notes for a while.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
over to you.
Well, Big Brother made them sleep in their clothes. I thought I wouldn't do this. It's stupid. What about you? Would you just refuse?
You can't refuse.
You can refuse.
How?
You're like, honestly, how long are they going to take your clothes for? And also, I want Big Brother to tell us next week, like when they give the clothes back.
Yeah.
You just need like one. You're in the Big Brother house. You just need like one or two outfits, don't you? Unless you're getting evicted and you want to dress up. Like
Yeah.
those essential items that
Your
Jules
eviction
put on.
outfit, you need quite, yeah. I noticed she was wearing one
She
of those things
was.
around her neck. Oh no, don't. We need to build up to that shit. I ain't got
is the start of the
built up the
build-up.
stamina for it yet. Just you wait your turn.
Estelle was complaining, like, I have a challenge. I might get evicted. Why are you such a slave driver? The girls tried really hard. The girls tried really hard to
Okay.
do the ironing. They weren't
Oh.
in the washing machine
Oh.
eating KFC. Little does Estelle know.
Mm.
Are you back yet? I got the waiting room.
Yeah, Tim said if you need quiet time, please tell me.
Big Brother said, good morning, housemates, when it was obviously the night time. Brenton and Tim voted Tim. 'cause he
Brenton
thought-
voted Tim.
Brenton voted for Tim because he thought he was sneaky.
Ah. Voted for him to
Nominations,
do what?
I think.
No, he didn't. Tim's never been nominated.
I know.
There's a hole in your story, my dear.
What's he saying then? What's he saying?
I don't know.
He voted for Tim.
I
Or
forgot
was
I
targeting Tim.
forgot to write things because I was laughing about
Oh.
something because I was drunk.
I'm not sure then. Did
No.
Brenton say he voted for Tim? Never mind.
I don't remember.
Anyway, he might have done, we might not have seen it.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I got Kate Bush getting to number 1. Brenton pitches a secret alliance with Tim, and Tim seems up for it.
Brenton.
What are we going to call it? Yeah, Brentim or Timtron?
I mean,
Timtron.
Brenton is clearly the best option out of those two.
Timtron didn't even make sense.
Yeah, no, Tim was just desperate to have his name first,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Like Lennon and McCartney all over again.
Tim Tam. The Timton Slam.
And then Brenton was saying how he'd learned everything about Tim in the
Oh yeah,
in
he
the
did a
waiting
little
room.
presentation. Did he? Like Tim's 37,
Yeah.
and he was born in wherever.
Timothy Philip Dormer, and he has a dog called Meatloaf. That was the only thing. Tim said, "We're walking out of here, new men, and we're singing. We used to be enemies now. No, we used to be enemies. Now they're friends. Gonna go to the end. I've forgotten the tune though, but I'm sure it's up there with cooking an egg for the very 1st
I'm sure
time.
it is. Alright, next it was day 43, and Reggie hasn't got many clothes off written. Big Brother ended their punishment. In the waiting room, yeah, the Brenton was doing that presentation. Okay, I've jumped.
Hold on.
You've got ahead of me.
Jules asked Reggie where her vote would go.
Yeah, I've written she's sliding up to Reggie.
Yeah, and Reggie went.
Oh,
Reggie
I wonder when Tim and Brenton are going to come.
I was
Is
like,
that real?
oh,
Is
she
that-
really cut you dead
is
there.
that the edit,
I don't
or-
know if it was good.
Also, eating an apple, of course.
Oh, God. I need to eat an apple. If advertising really works, I'll be eating an apple right now.
Estelle versus Drew.
Reggie needs to learn how to lie.
Have you got anything about the Estelle versus Drew conversation? Because I haven't got much. It's something about him turning on his own alliance.
My notes aren't great here, I've written. Oh, dear. Estelle said something like, you see me as being on this high horse.
Which Tim
It
said.
was the moraliser
moral high
thing.
horse.
Yeah.
You know, with the fridge door open.
Yeah.
Where are your morals?
Oh dear, we both forgot to write the notes for one bit. What's that? Oh, is it Janelle's?
Someone with their bottles.
Is it the Janelle whisperer again?
No, some
Bottle? What do you mean with
person
their
loading up
bottles?
their bag with bottles down there.
Okay.
Well,
What
anyway,
happened?
Estelle and Drew were going at it.
Was
I think
it
it's
Drew?
the usual, you know, we're both responsible.
Drew
I'll-
said strategical. I wrote that down.
Our friend Drew is raging. He said he's
Oh.
absolutely screaming on the inside after that
Oh.
conversation with Estelle. Yeah.
Oh wow. See. Look, why did we both forget to write notes in this
I don't know,
section?
we both glitched at that point.
Tara said to Estelle he doesn't know what he would do, voting between her and Drew. I've never even seen Tara's. What the fuck is that?
Who? Estelle
Taras.
and Drew? Who?
Yeah, he didn't know who would vote for out of Estelle and Drew. I didn't know he was friendly
Why
with
is that even a
Drew.
question? They're not on
Because
the block.
Estelle's like, oh, who would you...
Oh yeah, they might
they
be on
are.
the block.
Estelle's like, who would you vote for out of me and Drew? He's like, oh, I don't know. We learn
I
to
think
lie.
Taras and Estelle are actually close.
Yeah, I think Tara... What's happening?
Nothing.
Why are you pulling that face?
I'm not. Just people are walking around. I'm
That's
just
all right. They're
observing.
allowed to walk around. Taras and I think is friends with quite a lot of people on that OG side. They're just telling us what they want to tell us. Estelle referred to herself in the third person. Stop.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, in the diary room.
Tim does it as well. Yeah. Oh, it's time for Estelle to blah blah blah. Just don't do that. Drew versus Estelle versus Jules. Comp. Safety comp.
Second chance challenge in the yard. Oh, it's the one where they were like hanging in the air.
Oh,
This
like
was-
puppets.
This was probably the most physically,
meat bag puppets.
the most physically, physically demanding challenge I've seen on this
Was
version of
it?
Big Brother so
Why?
far.
What?
You ever tried to hold your body weight up on
Oh,
stirrups?
fuck. Well, maybe something like that, but not that.
Wow.
Oh, you just clicked off your nose. No,
because-
how the fuck would I know how hard that is? I don't
Basically-
bloody know.
God, was that the wrong,
You-
wrong episode?
Guess just laughed and has gone on
There
the
it
wrong
is.
episode.
Basically, they've got to hold themselves on
Yeah.
those cables,
Yeah.
which
Go
are
on,
by
tell
their
me.
hands, and that's really all they've got. Because
Right.
those like cables that hold their feet with the stirrups, there's just no support in them.
Oh,
so like
it's all your arm weight, is it?
Yeah, because your legs could just once your legs go akimbo, you're fucked basically.
I saw that with Jules. Did the splits and Fanny nearly split wide open.
Exactly. That's why Estelle had a burning groin, or whatever she had, and you know,
More on that.
she probably should
later.
see something about that. Pee in a tube.
I
maybe.
thought Drew was absolutely fucked, did you?
Yeah.
Because he's too
Heavy.
too heavy.
As Estelle said, her groin is cooked. You don't want that for your groin,
Her
do
groin
you?
was something else as well.
What?
I thought she looked like she peed herself.
Nah. Really?
Honestly-
She might have done.
Honestly, I did, which is not unknown in the challenge. On
No.
the US, people have peed themselves a
Oh,
few
really?
times. But I noticed they were sort of filming her in crotch quite a bit,
Oh, that's
and then
not nice.
I noticed it looked a bit wet, and then they didn't film it anymore.
Perhaps she was sweating.
I could be wrong, but she
had
was
very-
mentioning her groin a
She
lot.
did have very little shorts on
She
as
said
well.
it was cooked. Who knows what it was cooked in?
Oh, she did.
What? It doesn't matter. We all pee.
No.
It's only natural. I pee
True.
myself just laughing these days. That's
Oh,
old
God.
age for you.
I mean, if she did, like, that shows the effort she was putting in.
Oh,
right?
God,
Like,
Estelle
it's
puts in-
over.
Estelle
Anything.
puts in more effort in comps than anyone else.
Yeah.
Just facially alone.
And also, there was a lot of
Grunting.
yeah, oral expression.
Oh, God.
Of like, just like little whimpers and things. It
Oh,
was-
we love the oral expression. I thought Jules was going to win because she seems
dropped-
quite tough, doesn't
she
she?
dropped first, didn't she?
Tully was like, why is she going on tiptoes?
Oh, it's
And
also
she
because
had
she's
the-
got big feet.
Yeah,
At least she said her
and
feet are too
Tully
big.
went, not bigger than Drew's.
Yeah.
Tell me more, Tully. Don't you think? It was a bit like
I
that.
don't think her feet were too big to fit in the stirrups. I mean,
No.
those things are individually calibrated, aren't they?
Oh, I don't know. I think Jack was asking about that. I think Drew's got a big dick, don't you? Comes across
big
like
dick?
that. Yeah.
No idea. I
Oh,
never
come
thought
on.
of it.
The way he behaves. Are you joking?
Oh, it's got a big dick energy, you
Yeah,
say.
he's just a bit. Drew was trembling. It reminded me of when we moved house with Towie the first night. His little leg was going. It was just like that. It reminded me of it. Sad.
Shaking like a shitting dog.
Sad to see someone so confident before, like Drew and Towie, in that state.
How the mighty have fallen. JC thinks Estelle's fear of heights will keep her up there because she doesn't want to fall. JC obviously doesn't know how fear works.
Not sure about that, no. Oh yeah, and then you could tell Drew was going to drop because he started talking to Estelle, going, Estelle, where we at? Where we
She
at?
went, I could
Yeah.
do this all day.
Yeah, did she just ignore him
I could
after
be here
that?
all day. Which is good to psych someone out. I actually really think Estelle's win came down to psyching Drew out, don't you?
Estelle was the
Because
comp
she
beast of the
was
house.
struggling bad at that point. And she went sort of like, I noticed she went a bit lopsided where she was
Oh,
holding
yeah.
herself on one side.
Oh yeah.
I just thought if she'd not convinced Drew that she had loads left in the tank, that she could have lost.
Oh, it's good. It was a good win for her. Her reaction, she's so don't you think she's so tortured when she was like, don't you think she's a tortured soul?
She is.
She feels things very deeply.
Yeah, well, I mean, physically tortured as well by that competition.
She's
That
very-
looked painful.
She's very strong. She said she's happy not to pack her bag for the 14th time. Has she mentioned she's been on the block X amount of times?
Sonia mentions it every time she comes on the screen as well. Jules said just that it happened exactly as it should. I think that's still Jules' mantra, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, you can go then. Jules said, I'm a solutions-based person.
All right.
Sounds like something someone would say on The Apprentice. I don't want to hear that sort of speak.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Drew said about Estelle, she's an absolute battler.
See, the new Aussie battler. Reggie's passed it on.
The next thing I've got is Estelle stirring shit up about Drew. He turned on the OGs. And then Reggie said, imagine if we send him home, but then she turns on us. She's like a ticking time bomb.
But then she goes, oh, but I think we might need it. And I was like, is that just the
Yeah.
Frankenbite? Or
Oh, probably.
Drew's using the I'm a traditionalist
Oh, that
line
was
to
good.
Reggie.
Oh, I'm still a traditionalist.
Yeah, an intro should really
Yeah,
go for us.
like, oh, what about when you
You know,
were off
Reg.
with Sam and Alicia and Johnson and JC and Taras and,
Now, I know I faltered, but I remember the good old days.
Yeah, yeah, right. Nice try. I think it worked, though, with Reggie.
Yeah. Jules needs to remind Johnson and Alicia she's always been loyal to the newbies.
What?
She wasn't.
Where's that come from?
Exactly.
Come on.
Sorry, you got a house tour from Tully and Tim and you were putty in their hands. Wasn't she?
True. When Jules was campaigning to Alicia and Johnson, I just thought, nah. Alicia's been in that mainframe with Drew for like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson seems very friendly with Drew. I just thought, nah.
No.
Did you think Jules was going?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Tim threw a spanner in the works later, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Jules had this like personalised pitch idea where she was like
Oh,
going
yeah.
to JC and being like, I'm going to be a shield against you,
Yeah.
and then just basically crying to Taras and Tully. I was
Crying
like,
to Tully was a good one. I like that. She should have gone to JC with like a cut on her face. Like, I've cut myself shaving too.
After Johnson, you mean?
Yeah, Johnson, sorry. What could she have said to JC? Nothing. Just because he remained
knows.
silent.
Oh, I'd really like to, write a new song with you.
Yeah, done a rap. That's
Yeah.
what she should have done. Tully's goal, we found out, is that,
Outlast Drew.
and the fact that he stayed when he should have gone is mortifying, she
That's what she
said.
said.
Yeah.
She wants to play without him, and he's hanging around like a bad smell.
I bet he does smell bad. So then Drew came to talk to Tully and he said, please don't take this as a threat.
It's not the time.
But today is not the day to take the
Yeah.
shot. When is the day? And then Tully was like, so it's agreed, if it's you versus me, you go. Oh no,
Yeah,
why
it's
has
an
Drew
agreement.
why has Drew agreed to this?
I don't know.
I wouldn't agree to that.
Did
would
he
you?
really? I didn't. Did he? Did he say yes?
Yeah, he was like,
All right.
agreed with it.
Yeah.
And then Tully
Laid
said,
down
I
his
think
sword.
Tully said to him, "Oh, get on your knees."
There's a lot of get on your knees.
Yeah.
He didn't.
No, he
Did she?
did not. No. I like her having that power over him though.
He goes, look, I want you to have what you want. I
Yeah.
want you to get what you want. And I went, I want her to get what she wants.
Yeah.
I really want her to outlast Drew.
I don't think Drew wants Tully to get what she wants.
He wants Tully to hear what she wants to hear.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Drew called Tim and Brenton moving variables. The waiting room. Are you in the waiting
Hang
room?
on.
What?
Jules said, if people have anything between their ears, they'll vote Drew out. And my
Do you
response...
realise who you're talking to?
My response to that was, what about between their legs? Pathetic.
Why?
Because they'll keep Drew if
Oh,
they got
right.
the hots for him. I am so pathetic. Can you tell? I used to fancy him more, but I still do fancy him. But I do think he's a twat. But that's a lovable quality, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Right.
The
go on.
waiting room. The
Go
clock
on.
has stopped.
Oh.
They've been in the room 48 hours.
I want to know if that's true.
And Big Brother has revealed the two buttons.
Ooh.
Fast forward and rewind buttons. What did you think they might mean?
If I could turn back. I thought they would, forward through the eviction
Sure.
or rewind back to the start of the week. That's what I
Well,
thought.
where would that have put them in the game?
Who knows?
I thought that fast forward might mean like perhaps past the final, or
I was hoping for a pass to the
Yeah.
final, but come on.
and that rewind might undo the last eviction, but it didn't make sense. I would guess it would undo the mainframe and them coming back. God, imagine how pointless the mainframe would have been if it did do that.
Oh God, that's the thing. It's like
Then I
time
was like, oh,
traveling.
God.
You've got to be careful of all these different variables.
Yeah, you step on a butterfly and you destroy evolution.
I'm watching The Time Traveller's Wife at the moment. It's very
that's
complicated.
Apparently a very good book.
Oh, it's an absolutely shit TV series. So, honestly, the people in it are so annoying. The guy did time travel back and had sex with himself, which I thought was quite interesting, when he was 16. It's like sort of like having a wank, but a bit more in depth.
He had sex with himself when he was 16.
Yeah.
His 16-year-old self.
Yeah, both of them were 16. That doesn't
It
even
doesn't make sense. Because surely when you time travel, you are your same age.
No, he's a different age every time. Honestly, the whole show makes no sense. And also, he meets the wife when she's like a kid. And she's like, oh, is it love at first sight for me and you? And he says, I hope not. I'm like, there's something really wrong about this.
Sounds
He
weird.
meets her when she's a kid.
People love the book though.
Oh, fuck knows why. It's absolutely rubbish. The acting is terrible too. Quite enjoying it so far
You
though.
don't get the shit acting in the book. Maybe that's why it's better.
Yeah, it's right. And the mum got decapitated. Spoiler alert.
Could he undo it? Did he
That
go
was
back in
early
time?
on. I think here's my prediction for the end of the Time Traveller's Wife.
Yeah.
Goes back, saves his mum. He still meets his wife anyway. Everyone lives happily ever after.
There you go.
There you
You
go.
heard it here. Probably not
If that
first.
ain't what happened, I would be very, very surprised. Anyway, where were we?
The eviction room.
Tully had some power sleeves going on.
Oh, she looked like she was dressed like Marissa, didn't she? You put your big girl pants on.
Oh, but let's
Do you
not.
remember?
Oh no.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I
One that
remember.
took the bin bag out
I
when she got
remember her.
evicted.
I remember her. Unfortunately, she reminded me of that woman earlier this series, the Comp Beast woman.
Oh. Laura.
Something like that, yeah. Let's not bury the lead, though. There's only one fashion we need to be talking about in that eviction room. Oh.
How would you describe this look?
Mystic Meg, fortune teller chic, Gypsy Lee.
Jules' dress is all of ABBA.
What the hell was she thinking?
I don't know. She made a point of putting that on so that she could wear it in the eviction through the clothes challenge as well. I could only assume the headdress was some sort of like cultural reference.
To what? What culture is she?
Polynesian.
An Irish traveller, like on one side or other.
No, but you know, like sometimes people have a questionable item of clothing, but it's cultural.
That's a load of bollocks. That is not what happened here. You're a liar.
She comes from a long line of disco queens.
Look, not to be horrible, but Jules is a bit funny looking anyway. No offence. Oh look, I said not to be horrible. That was a disclaimer. That's like, I'm not being funny, but no offence, but look, listen, she's a bit. Look, Dan's come to the window. He's got things to say.
Yeah.
Look. Look, she's a bit funny looking.
Yeah.
Not only is she wearing the disco headdress, the same matching dress.
But what was underneath?
White trainers
Dan
on.
mentioned
What
the trainers.
the hell? What's going on? Is she going for a run halfway through?
Maybe because I know why.
Yes.
Because her shoes.
Yeah.
She couldn't put them on. In the wear all your clothes task. She obviously didn't put her eviction shoes
she
on.
Only had
she was wearing her trainers.
The trainers of someone else.
Perhaps the trainers were because she was going to be in the comp.
Perhaps they matched the trainers. Perhaps they were disco themed as well.
No, I think that's because she kept her trainers on because she had to compete in the comp. So she's only got trainers to wear with her very, glitzy, glamorous ABBA look for the eviction.
ABBA is being generous. Mystic Meg is the way I'm going. Don't you think? Would she tell your fortune? What would she say? Just to think.
She'd say, everything happened just as it was meant to happen.
Everything happens for a reason, even this hideous outfit. Dan, this is the worst eviction look I have ever seen. Ever.
Even worse than Kat in her dressing gown.
Ever.
30 years of Big Brother.
Ever. 35 years. 35 years. It's the worst I've ever seen. It's just absolutely despicable. Burn the outfit, burn her in it, as far as I can say. That needs to go. It needs to go. You gotta go.
Maybe she said something about it on Twitter. The true
Maybe she said something about it on Twitter.
The true story behind the look.
Apologies, I lost my eyesight for the day in sympathy for Reggie. If you say so. Oh no, BB on Blast is going to get cancelled at this rate.
Dressed in the Dark by Reggie.
Ouch! Whoa. This is what happens after too much wine.
What I'm confused about is not only was it the sort of disco on top, but she had a pink.
What? Go on.
A pink sort of what's it? Not lycra.
Oh,
some grippy material, spandex miniskirt underneath.
She did not.
She did.
Shut up.
She did.
She did not.
She did. It was terrible.
Oh no.
I think it's what Sonia Kruger might call a clusterfuck of a look.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen. Ever. It was hideous. I had to go and wash my eyes out and bleach straight after. Oh, I don't have enough bad things to say about that. It was just Jack. Here's Jack's comment on it.
What's
it sort
that?
of came out of nowhere, as she normally wears quite boring clothes. Don't you think that's a fair point? Meanwhile, Sonia was dressed in casual denim for once.
She was, yeah.
She must have seen Jules's look and thought, I better pare it down for 1 week.
Dress down Friday.
Yeah.
I think she looked great though. What's that where you have a little tie around the waist?
Oh, don't know. Sash waist maybe. Have you got a picture of Jules?
No, I haven't.
Come on.
Sorry, I always take a picture of Sonia's looks.
You missed it.
I'll tweet them in a thread at the end of the series. Definitely won't.
You missed the boat on this occasion. That was very casual for her, wasn't it? Sonia's weekend.
Sonia's getting less space age as the weeks go on.
Yeah, she is.
She'll be dressed in a Hessian sack by the end of this.
I hope so. Tully said, I'm dressed for my ex-boyfriend's funeral.
Yeah. Sonia said, not really in mourning. Chloe goes, no, it's a celebration.
Ouch.
Sonia said to, is it Drew? Drew said he's getting comfortable in purple, aka on the eviction chairs.
Yeah.
Sonia said, you could be the new Estelle. She keeps rubbing that in, doesn't she? Johnson said he put Tim and Brenton in the waiting room so they would make up, right? There you go.
That's
That's his
true.
logic.
Yeah, we'll see if that's true or not.
Estelle called Jules my girl.
My guy. Don't do this to me, my guy.
Shout out Summer.
Summer sales. I can't believe that's her actual name. Sonia said, Estelle, have you made up your mind? Estelle said, yes. Was it hard? No.
that
Okay,
what
we
she
know
said?
who she's voting for then.
Sonia said Drew is a newbie on paper, but he's technically an OG. Jules chipped in here. Reggie chipped in here, sorry, and said that Jules scares her.
She
Reggie
respects Drew, but Jules scares her. Respect? What is to respect about Drew exactly? Just wondering.
Asking for a friend.
God, come on.
Scared of the intruders.
Scared of them, yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Right, okay. Are they a bit aggressive for you, Reggie? Oh my God! I only just saw Jules's earrings. Did you notice those?
They matched everything, didn't they? They matched the head.
Surely, if you're gonna wear the glittery headdress, the glittery dress, you don't wear the glittery fucking earrings as well.
You
Less
do,
is
in this look.
less is fucking more, mate. That does not look more. Oh no, that's not ABBA. Oh my God. I've lost words.
We saw now the waiting room. Sonia revealed it, and there was a clip package. They got to here's the twist.
Come on.
Tim and Tim and Brenton can either rewind, which means they enter the eviction room and they vote just like everybody else.
That's not really rewinding, is it? That's more just like stay the saming. That's just play.
Yes, play.
That's
Yeah,
play. That's
you're
not
right.
rewind.
You're right. There should have been
I
a
am
play
right.
function, and rewind should have been.
Oh.
They can change the nominees. That should have been rewind.
Yeah. If that flare caught on that fence, fucking hell, by gosh, there would be a hell of a fire.
By Christ, you'd know that.
You're living in the danger zone. It's fine, but just...
It's very under control.
I've
This
got-
is a mosquito flare that
I've got
lit.
paranoia.
The citronella flare. Fast forward meant return to the house, go straight to the diary room and vote, and basically decide who goes
Oh,
home.
he wants... Oh, yeah, that's the fast forward.
Yeah,
They have to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
Can't just abstain.
of course not.
I
But they don't know who's on the block when they have to choose.
That's the interesting part. If I didn't know, I'd probably be like, actually, fuck it, you would
It's
do it
Kim,
yourself,
of
wouldn't
course
you?
you'd just
yeah.
do it.
Well, yeah, it goes without saying, really, doesn't it?
Tim was like, no power, all the power, but there will be consequences with the decision.
No guts, no glory. He didn't say that, but I've heard him say that before.
Basically, it was Tim pressing the fast forward button, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Brenton was just there as a side piece.
Oh my God, the best part was in the diary room when they had to deliberate and they told him what the situation was, and Tim goes to Brenton, oh, Brenton, I know your first instinct is to evict Jules. I was
But-
like, that was the best fucking reverse psychology I've ever seen in my life. Like, the way he just fucking said that like that. And then Brenton's like, no, hold on a minute. Let's consider getting Drew out. And it's like, you really fucking fell into that trap, mate. Like, don't you think? It was just like the ultimate, like,
This
because
is
obviously
what you think
Tim wants to save Drew.
Yeah.
And he's like acting like as if Brenton wants to
No,
really
but
get
Tim
rid of Jules.
Tim went through this whole debate about what it would mean to get rid of Jules, didn't he?
Yeah, but
That was just
Tim's just like
running it around
giving
Brenton.
the illusion of choice, basically.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Rather
Yeah.
than Tim can't go, oh, I really want to save Drew because it don't look good.
Tim's got that final 10. Then we work
Yeah,
together. Deal with Drew.
exactly. Oh, you think I ain't forgotten about that shit? Tim and Brenton choose, i.e., Tim chooses.
Oh,
Brenton.
we've got someone going by with a personal soundtrack.
What the hell is it?
LaRue going in for the kill.
Oh no, I hate that song.
But it's like a new remix
Oh
by someone
no,
else.
that needs to go.
It's a sample.
That needs to go the same way as Jules' outfit.
Room 101.
Tim and Brenton reminded me of the bananas in pajamas. Did they hear? Bananas in pajamas are running down the stairs.
Bananas
In pajamas are chasing teddy bears. Very cute. Brenton for life. Anyway, they chose to save Drew. Oh no, hold on, that's at the end. Never mind.
Tim and Brenton are now talking as a we. What a turnaround.
Do you think if Estelle had been up, they would have got rid of Estelle? Or
I think Tim would have wanted
he
rid
would
of
have
Estelle,
wanted to
don't
get
you?
rid of her?
Don't
Well,
you?
yeah, they're a bit at odds.
Well, it
aren't they?
depends, really. In any case, Tim wants to save Drew.
Yeah.
Jules and Estelle, maybe Tim would have kept Estelle?
Yeah.
Do you think? I'm not sure, though.
I'm not sure either.
I'm really not sure.
No, you never know how that diabolical mind works.
I haven't got everything that Tim said, but he did
Me
say
either.
they've got the favour of the newbies already. If Johnson doesn't have Drew, we become even more valuable to Johnson. This was his argument for getting out Drew.
That
That was just Flim Flam, wasn't it?
This is what he said. You probably think vote Jules off straight out of the bat. And then he went, but let me just play devil's advocate for 1 minute. I was like, you fucker. You absolute
He's very
fucker.
clever.
That is so good. Masterful. That is what I said to that person on Twitter today. Tim is one of the best ever globally. And I have seen it all. I have seen it all. I have seen Dan Giesing. I've seen Derek Leveson. I've seen Dr. Will. Tim is out there. He is fucking manipulator 101. I've seen
But lovable
Kevin
with it.
from BB Can 10.
Yeah.
Like, Tim is up there. He, admittedly, BB Can 4 was a bit of a wah-wah at the end. But he can manipulate with the best of them. That is for sure. Oh.
So, Big Brother decided to explain they only had one single vote, which obviously wouldn't make sense if they had one each, would it?
Then
But-
the tiebreak.
Well, we'll go back to the HOH if they had done
Oh,
that, right?
oh, fuck that one.
Yeah, exactly. I've written Estelle is having a rough time. Why? Why is she having a rough
Oh,
time?
pulling faces, probably.
She looks like she's going to a day festival. That's what I've written about Jules' outfit.
Mighty Hooper.
Yeah, exactly.
Sonia said to the nominees,
Yeah.
a shout out, Gino, are you more... Repeat this,
Yeah.
Are you more or less worried
Nominees.
after this bombshell? I'm not sure what the answer was to that.
Probably more, surely.
I've said I trust Tim. He has that final 10 with Drew.
Well, you were right, because you were trusting him to keep Drew, weren't
Hmm.
you? Anything from Mr. Jules' exit?
Hold on.
What?
The last thing I've written here is I hope I've done all the ladies out there proud.
That's what Jules said.
What the fuck?
That's
What's
what
she
she
on
said
about?
in the car.
What's that? What's the ladies got to do with it?
I'm a single ladies. I'm a single ladies.
What's she done
You know,
for the ladies?
representing the girls.
If you say so. Oh, that T-shirt, is it?
Yeah, the t-shirt.
The T-shirt, the gypsy outfit. Hold on, are you allowed to say that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well,
Travellers.
back in the day, you were. Traveller sounds wrong for that outfit. I don't think they deserve that sort of shade.
Fortune teller outfit.
Fortune teller, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, everything's settled. Oh no, what's happened?
2 bottles of Prosecco, that's what's
Oh
happening.
no, we've not even finished that second
No, we
bottle,
haven't.
have
Should we go get a top up?
Let's get a top up and then
And then we
do
do the
emails.
feedback and the emails.
The females, I thought you were going to say.
I hope I've made all the females proud. Yeah, well, I'm ready. Welcome
back.
Are we back? We are back.
I think we're back.
Right.
Guess who's back?
Now, we never really read feedback from Alfie, but I really wanted to say this because it was very
He
poignant.
doesn't give us any
It's a very
feedback, that's
poignant
why.
message. He said he was meant to say this last week, so it's a little random. But I'm just saying this now. I'm just saying this now.
This was
But
on WhatsApp, by the way. This was not sent in as feedback.
Gaz's emoji bullet points are underrated. In my tweets, I do emojis as bullet points for the week and subjects we've spoken about. Alfie doesn't really give us feedback. Alfie's just more of an ongoing narrative, isn't it? Where we just talk about the show. He also recently had a lot of love for your descriptions as well.
Oh, it's
And
probably gone
Drew-
off me tonight after I
Drew-
accused him of my anti-Tim crusade.
Of course not. He said he liked when you said Drew played the birthday card.
Oh yeah, that was good. Don't
it
you
was
think?
good. I didn't notice until
Yeah,
Alfie highlighted it
I-
either, and I copied and pasted that shit out.
Oh, I thought that was good. Especially
was
at the
good.
at the 11th hour, that shit's good. But you shouldn't just post compliments about yourself. Although Dan did just say we're both funny as hell. He doesn't normally listen to it, but we're actually quite funny.
Funny as hell.
We are
Hell's
drunk.
coming.
We're drunk though, so I think he just meant offensive.
Code. Right, Braden, in the email, we're in the inbox now. Email us at bbonbuzzpod@gmail.com
Yes.
and give us your thoughts. We want to know who you like, who you don't like, who are you team newbies, are you team OGs?
Are you
Of course
hopeful
you're
for
OGs.
BBUK? Are you hopeful for BBUS?
Yeah.
Are you hopeful for Squid Game? The challenge?
Are you applying for Squid Game
Let us
Challenge?
know.
I'll see you there.
Yeah. Come on, tell us.
Um,
What's your strategy?
Anyway, Braden has emailed in, and he is going to have his views aired,
sure
even
he
though
is.
they're nothing short of an essay.
Braden,
So-
that's too long.
It is too long, but
But well, as
all
we've
we've
got,
got,
no
so-
other emails, we'll read
We'll
it out
take it.
anyway.
Hey Lindsay and Gaz, BBAU 2022, week 6. Hey Lindsay and Gaz, this week's episodes were a doozy to watch. What does
Ooh,
that mean?
a
I thought it meant
doozy,
something
like-
that's easy.
No, doozy means like like
Good
a big
stuff.
thing to get through. Like
Like this
yeah,
fucking
like
email.
had impact. Yeah, that's exactly right. Braden's email is a doozy.
I have a gripe with the way that I'm so diplomatic and have a very deep understanding of critical thinking skills.
You have a gripe with the what?
I have a gripe with the way that I'm so diplomatic and have a very deep understanding of critical thinking skills.
Okay.
Okay, well, sorry about
Well,
that.
don't do it
Take that
then.
up with yourself.
Yeah.
Because it sometimes truly fries my brain. I can completely understand from a strategic
Oh, thanks for not
perspective
saying strategically.
to get someone like Reggie out.
Yeah.
She's extremely popular, and I don't think anyone would have a chance against her in a
No.
public vote. As you might think, in brackets, she probably would, but some people on Facebook and even Twitter are saying that from the edit and the
Oh.
lack of game Reggie has, they believe she's not a worthy winner.
Oh, fuck off.
Whatever the fuck
Not
that's
you,
supposed
not
to
you,
mean.
Braden. The Facebook people.
I was saying to Alfie earlier, right now, all I want is for Reggie to go ahead to the final and win again. And
Yeah.
be the new Brian Dowling. Like,
That would be good.
it needs to be, that
Yeah.
needs to be the outcome of this series.
Yeah,
It'll be
it
so
does.
sad if we go through all of this and that's
Yeah.
not the outcome.
It won't be. I think a Nevy's going to win.
Oh God, don't.
Will
Imagine
they
that.
though? Would
Will
the
they?
public actually vote for Nevy
If
though?
there's an OG there, no chance.
That's why the Nevies will get all the OGs out. And they could put their heads
That's
together.
not a world I want to live in or think about.
Turn back time. And see what happens.
1 moment, please. That phrase bothers me, this worthy winner phrase, to no end, and that's about anyone. Okay. Well, no, come on.
Hold on,
Would
no.
JC be a worthy winner?
Hold on. No, why does it bother? Is Braden going to expand?
Possibly. I personally would like to see Reggie last the way. She's a comfort to watch. Ooh, she's like an old pair of slippers. She also has been on Facebook saying that no one has ever pitied her. And Sam also did say Reggie's name came up a lot with the other newbies, but she was always wanting Reggie to succeed and wants her to win. Yeah, as is right.
How ironic, considering Reggie hated Sam's guts.
Before I get on to Brenton, I'm sure you've read Tully's tweets in which confirm that producers were lying and that they only brought Drew and Alicia back for the likes of Tim.
What?
We need to read Tully's tweets, see?
Well, read
Shall I
what
read that
Braden
again?
said. Yeah, go on.
Before I
It
get
sounds
onto
juicy.
it, I'm sure you've read Tully's tweets in which confirm that producers were lying and that they only brought Drew and Alicia back for the likes of Tim. This was referring to the Golden Balls. Bullshit.
Oh.
There you go. It's that Tully got all the balls out and actually it wasn't the three to
They were
release them.
They were gonna bring Drew and Alicia back, whatever happened, and that's the end of that.
What a waste of fucking time, says Brendan.
Well, yeah, that's true.
This explains the outage that outrage. This explains the
Jazz is
outrage
drunk.
that Drew's been saved multiple times and within a span of a week. Hysterical.
Who's
Following?
hysterical?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm following.
The edit.
Oh, hysterical! Like
situation.
we're laughing about it, or we're hysterical about it.
Also, about Sam and... I don't know.
The gas is moving on.
Also about Sam and Drew.
Yeah.
Sam said after the show that she went to Melbourne to meet with Drew a few times in January.
Yeah.
She realised she wanted more and he wasn't about it. She said they both have two different ideas of life. She felt played and betrayed. As an intimacy coach, fake occupation, she's able to occupation. She's able to relate to her clients on dealing with guys with scummy behaviours.
Oh yeah,
scummy
she was
behaviours.
saying that on the podcast I listened to. Like, it's been a great learning curve because now I know what it's like to be treated badly by a guy and blah 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 blah. You're going out with that other moron beforehand, so I think you've got experience of
Drew's
that.
the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
You're talking about Josh or
Yeah.
Drew. Drew was celebrating Sam's eviction on that So Dramatic video. Ooh, so dramatic.
Yeah.
And also has started posting BB stuff ever since.
Oh, on Instagram or?
Guess so.
I followed Drew on Instagram. Oh, I think I've muted everyone because I'm worried about the spoilers. Oh.
Sorry, there was an insect on my arm. I thought it was going to bite me because I thought it was a mosquito, but it might not have been.
Oh.
R.I.P.
Shut
that
up!
insect. Brenton. Well, he made a... By the way, I think sometimes your voice makes the light come on next door.
Oh.
Or just movement.
Pay for that electricity, bitch.
It's not the same landlord.
No, I know.
But you can.
Yeah, but we don't like those people either.
Oh, the ones that saw the,
Yeah,
the
who
wave.
nosy neighbours.
Lindsay making enemies with my neighbours.
Come on.
Brenton, while he made a ballsy move, he's done fuck all in that house.
Thank you.
Was being dumb. Was being dumb a cover-up for the lack of personality he seems to
Correct.
possess.
Yes.
It was really a stupid move if the motive was to get Reggie out. Dave, threat, it's laughable at this point.
Aww.
Now, after this
missed
episode aired, Dave started an Instagram live
Oh.
where Taras, lots of them came on.
Ah.
Taras, Gabby, Trevor, Estelle, and a very drunk Reggie, LMAO,
Ooh.
joined.
Oh.
Dave tried to get Estelle and Tim to make up. Estelle denied to comment.
Oh.
Gabby said she voted more with the OGs than Dave, probably in reference to Reggie targeting her.
Oh, yeah. And Dave voting out Trev.
Trevor was jokingly still salty about Dave putting him up, and Dave said he should have gone with Brenton. Yeah, true. Tim said not to do that, as Tim's doing. Side note to this, Dave went on Watch Next episode with Wilco, some other podcast,
Right.
and said that Brenton was the most inauthentic person in the house, literally the worst actor he's seen,
Oh.
because Brenton has done several stints on, one being on Home and Away. There you go. About Neighbours. But on the live, one of them got a message to stop the live, possibly from producers.
Oh, because
Yeah.
in case if they're drunk, they might...
Stop talking about production.
Yeah, because if they're drunk, they might reveal who's in the final three.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That sounds good, though.
I know a bit about this live.
This is good information.
I do know a little bit about Tim's
Well,
live.
I don't. This
Tim's
is
live
good.
as well. So
Oh, yeah,
Tim's
go on.
live was actually stored on his grid, so you can watch it back.
Oh, yeah.
Where he said that Big Brother Canada was more fun than BBAU this time around.
Of course it was. It was in there with Nikki, Pax Rivers, Dallas. What more do you want?
Cassandra.
Dallas.
So yeah, the producers shut down that
Kelsey,
live.
Jared.
Honestly, Brenton and Jules being the only people to actively target Reggie was their biggest downfall. They just didn't have the numbers to make such a move. The moment where Dave sat down with Reggie and said, "This is my last night in the house and I want to spend it with you," and then Reggie in tears.
Heartbreaker.
Like, that hurt. I get sad, but I don't cry too much at reality TV.
Aw.
But this hurt quite a bit. Their friendship is actually so iconic. I agree, it was emotional. I wouldn't say it hurt me, but it definitely stirred me. Were you silent or were you silenced? I knew Tim would get power in this game at some point, even if it was delegated by Johnson.
Or Ted.
At the time, I thought the time machine twist was time machine, time bomb, showbiz was Channel 7's greatest twist. Oh wait. Oops.
I laughed at it the wrong way.
Is it called Time Machine, or is that a different twist that they've done? Time Machine was Channel
Waiting.
7's greatest twist.
Waiting room.
The waiting room. At the time, I thought the Time Machine twist was Channel 7's greatest twist, but in retrospect, of course there were faults to it. it didn't make logistic sense to the whole rewind, fast forward thing. Also, at the
Yes.
time they did it before, the housemates were about to vote. What time machine before? Have we forgotten?
I don't know. I wish I could do a time machine before I drank that civil water.
It's also confusing. I actually gave producers the benefit of the doubt, shaking my head. Or what was it? SMH?
So much hate.
So much hate.
That's still what I think it is. It's better, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's better.
So much hate. It made for, again, a poorly executed twist. I agree with Alfie on how he would do it.
Oh,
there
for
you
fuck's
go.
sake, this ain't Alfie's podcast.
Referencing Alfie's threads. It was met with a lot of people pissed because Drew was saved once again.
Good.
I like the idea of seeing Drew and Tim playing the game, but if it's meant to be, then so be it. They're tired of the Drew and Tim show.
I haven't even began the Drew and Tim show, so I'm not.
Tully is honestly so queen. I'm dressed for my ex-boyfriend's funeral. She left no crumbs, and the outfit was a serve.
Not like on your sofa, I guess.
I read your tweet, Lindsay. Look, I can explain Jules' outfit.
Oh, please.
Look, I can explain. Jules' outfit was
Yes.
kind of camp. It was a choice.
Yeah, it was a choice.
Definitely giving Studio 54 cosplay. Upon closer inspection, it does look like a bedazzled net that oranges and onions are stored in.
That's a good one.
Bedazzled. Jules spoke about how she went into the eviction with no makeup on. It was to show young girls that they don't have to wear makeup just to feel secure with themselves.
Oh, no.
Sonia served as per usual.
I didn't even notice Jules didn't have any makeup
Me
on.
neither, because
so...
the outfit was such a distraction.
Exactly. Yeah, like that's a bit tricksy because it's like if you went in like no makeup on and just jeans
But
and a
a fruit
t-shirt,
hat.
yeah, it's like hold on, people ain't looking at your face; they're looking at your, they're looking at your fortune teller outfit. So whatever, Jules, keep trying it.
How'd you like the shine on these babies? I'm all for Reggie, Tully, Gabby, Taras, and I have come around on Tim after that whole thing.
Oh, fuck Gabby.
That whole thing.
Fuck Gabby. By the way.
I would, yeah.
Boring as hell.
Never moved house. I would like one of them to win the series, maybe even Estelle. But I fear her time's coming up.
It's felt like that for a while now, though.
Yeah, because she can win. That's
Yeah,
the thing. She's
it's
saving herself.
I felt like she's been going for like a couple of weeks now, and she ain't. So, what's that now?
Look at the screen on Pokemon. Look at the subtitles at Dan's.
That being said.
That being said.
Oh no! On
very
the one
big brother,
hand,
very big brother. Yeah, I fear Estelle's time's coming up. Brenton and JC have given absolutely nothing.
correct.
Like, I forget they're even there.
Yeah.
I think that's all. I did hear...
But what's the difference with Gabby and Brenton and JC? It's the same thing as far as I'm concerned. What has Gabby said, done, or anything apart from licked her lips
She's just occasionally been on the side of the OGs.
and had a
that's all that-
camel toe? That's it. No, I actually want to know. Can you tell me, Braden, what has Gabby done to spark your
You know,
interest? Because there's nothing.
occasionally-
She's done nothing.
Braden
Nothing.
will stand someone who would just like, why?
Yeah. Well,
It's
Braden,
happened
I want a
before.
full and frank explanation by next podcast. So don't fuck around. Send these fucking
Yeah, I would like to
long
know.
ass essay emails. You just get to that point. A few others you can have, but keep it cute. Keep it mute. No.
I did hear that you wanted the Sam and Drew tea. Sorry for it being so long. It never occurred to me, but hey, it's on brand for me at this point.
Never occurred
No,
to
and no
me.
Sam and Drew tea.
Never occurred to me. No, he gave it earlier.
Kind regards and much love, Braden Harvey. Love heart emoji.
Kind regards. That's nice, isn't it?
No, it's
Formal.
always very, very
Like being at
polite, as
work.
Braden.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Braden. That's a nice email. Too long, but very nice.
Well, here's a short one from Laurie.
Laurie, yours are too short, so can we have a happy medium? It's like the thing with Tim and Estelle. Can we not just meet in the middle here? You
you
actually,
finished your wine, have you?
Braden, contact Laurie. You figure it out between you and just send one of a medium length between you. Thanks. No, actually, don't. We need more emails. We don't need combined emails.
Lorden. That's their alliance name.
That's like Lorcan.
Laurie said, Estelle is a beast in capitals. Her determination to outlast in comps is really something to watch. She could do really well on Survivor AU. That's a good point, actually. Those endurance
That'd be
comps
good.
would set her on good stead. The waiting room task was brilliant. I could watch Tim do anything, even waiting. Hashtag Team Bren Tim. I would have evicted Jules for that outfit alone. Hashtag eek not chic.
Yes.
Tough now loyalist to the lorry.
Yes.
Love heart emoji.
I wonder what else Twitter was saying about that outfit, actually. Have a look. Oh my god.
I wonder.
How long is this fucking podcast? It's like 3 hours long. This is like an
3
old
hours
school BB on
long.
Blast podcast.
We didn't even watch an episode during this one.
Back to the old school.
Right.
Right, what?
What now?
That's it.
Any final thoughts?
Well, sorry for anything offensive we've said. We won't remember it in the morning. If people look a bit different, that's fine. If people wear things a bit different, that's fine. If people are a bit boring, okay, but don't go on reality TV. If people are a bit bitchy or a bit horrible, if I like you, I don't care. If I don't like you, you're scum. We're brilliant. You're brilliant for this thing. What more do you want?
That would do. That's basically a perfect ending, isn't it? And that's where we end this series of BB and Blast.
No, it's not. Thanks, listen, please send us some emails. Follow me on Twitter, like a VM.
Follow me on Twitter, BB_superfan.
Follow BB on Blast on Twitter. Follow
At
BB on Blast on, I don't know, it's the website.
Oh, do you know what? I've got this thing
PayPal.
where Siri like reads out your messages when you're got your headphones in. And it reads like Instagram notifications.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
always goes Bonblast for BB and Blast because I got this Australian Siri. She's like Bonblast at light up VM.
That's not good. That sounds aggressive, like a bomb blast.
Bonblast.
Bomb blast.
We're called Bonblast.
Bomb blast.
Yeah, follow us at Bonblast.
What else?
Go to our website, bbandblast.com.
Give us a
and
5-star review,
pop
retweet
us.
us.
A little donation on PayPal
Just-
to pay for some booze.
Just give us a little retweet. Even that will do. We don't really
Yeah,
care. We'll
that will
take,
do.
take what we're given.
That will do.
Take the
And we'll,
scraps.
we're working on an interview with Tim, so watch the space.
Well, can you please like the tweet we did to Tim on BB on Blast? Then
yeah,
maybe
endorse
he'll
it. Tell Tim
Yeah.
we want to see you chat to Gaz and Lindsay.
endormer it, and then he might actually be interested. Whereas at the moment, he's just like, 2 people have liked that. Who cares? Actually, about 6 people have liked it. So there you go.
Right, we'll be back next week. Thanks for
And
listening.
we love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.